In this review, we'll be talking about the single column reference New King James Version in the much improved brown goat skin. Stay tuned. All right, everybody, thanks for joining me. I wanted to show you guys this beautiful, amazing Bible. This is one of my favorites from Thomas Nelson, the single column reference Bible. I love this layout. It's just amazing. Here you can see the box that it comes in. They do a great job. These are nice boxes. And on the back, a list of the features, and I'll go through all that stuff. And it retails for $190. And I found these on sale as low as $110. So enough about the box. Here is the Bible. This beautiful brown goat skin. It has a beautiful curved spine. Let's take a look at that. I love that. The raised ribs on the spine. And this goat skin that they used is such a higher quality goat skin than they used for the first generation of the Premier Collection. It's just amazing. It really is a really special Bible. Now, apart from the improvements on the cover, which are vast, the cover leather is amazing. They added raised ribs. They also went to double-sided satin ribbons. I know it seems like a small thing if you're not used to, nitpicking Bibles like I am, but if you read a lot, nice ribbons make a huge difference in the reading experience, and they did make that improvement from the first generation to the second generation. So as we open this edition up, it has this beautiful calfskin leather liner, really a fine grain. I feel like every bit of this cover feels improved from the first generation of this edition. The leather liner feels sturdier, feels like it's a much higher quality leather. Here you can see it's tabbed onto the edge of the block. There are no blank pages in the front. You open directly to the presentation page, which is no nonsense. I like that. You have your first and second title page, and then on to the publication page. Now this publication page, you can see it's a 2019 printing, and it's made in China. These are printed and bound in China, and that goes to show you that you can really make some high quality bindings and printings in China with the right oversight and leadership. And of course, this is the Holy Bible, New King James, with the 1982 text. And as we flip through, we'll see the preface. Here's your layout in Genesis. You have the dual color printing. You can see that evident at the title of the book. You have your section headings with that red highlight and your chapter numbers with a red highlight. You also can see that you have these little reference markers within the text. They have a red designation to kind of help them stand out. You have your references on the side column. No margin for writing, but that's okay. Now this is a 10.5 point font. Nice spacing between the lines, which I like that. It is not a verse by verse, it's a paragraph format, but really easy to follow the text. Here you can see the sewing. This is called Overcast Stitching on the interior, the front signature. Then you can also see the sewing of the signature itself. So that's extra security as well. Now these are printed on premium European Bible paper. This is 36 GSM paper, really high quality, and I love this European Bible paper. Really has a nice smooth feel to it, and has a good density with that 36 GSM. It doesn't feel like it's going to tear in your hand. The paper is very opaque, and the readability is excellent because the ghosting is pretty minimal. But I just love this dual color printing with the red highlights. It's just so great. And here again is one of the ribbons. Just really nice ribbons. Very impressed with the quality that we're seeing from this Bible. Here we are in the New Testament, and you can see it is a black letter text. This is a 10.5 point font, very readable. I'm not really sure what size font the references are, but they're very readable. All right, and at the end of the text, at the end of Revelation 22, we come to the Concordance. And I love the Concordance. It's just a dual column concordance, so it gives you a little more space to read. And all of the words are in all caps, and their references are in lowercase, so they kind of stand out in that way. At the top, you have the area you are within the alphabet in red, along with the page numbers. And at the end of the Concordance, you have a 1-year reading plan. And then we get to our Bible maps. And these Bible maps are on a glossy cardstock, but I'm not going to be mad about it. This Bible's so nice that I'm just going to let that go. And this is the back tab. And also, you can see the cover. It has this gilt line. They have the edge perimeter stitching. And there is the ISBN also stamped into the bottom corner of the liner. That's one thing I'm not a huge fan of. I probably wouldn't. I would remove that for next productions, along with putting the maps on a matte cardstock or Bible paper. And that leads me into my critiques. And there's not many for this Bible. We talked about the Bible maps. We talked about the stamping on the back liner. It's just little things. And those things can be easily fixed. One thing I would like to see added would be lined paper. This is a nice addition. It's not huge. It's manageable. So I could see feasibly adding maybe 20 or 30 sheets of lined paper in the back. Since there's no blank paper in the front or the back, there's really no place to make any notes whatsoever. I would love to see some lined paper. That would be an awesome improvement. There's not many places you can improve on this edition, but that would be one thing, along with the maps and changing up the stamping on the inside of the liner. I would probably move toward something that would be less commercial. But anyway, this is an amazing Bible. Seeing this team at Thomas Nelson taking all of this constructive criticism of the first generation of the Premier Collection and seeing them implementing changes on this second generation, all the improvements on the cover, the ribbons, it's just beautiful. And it's more of a joy to read this edition than even its predecessor. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. There will be links in the description for purchase as well. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and click the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload new videos. And as always, God bless.